for license, the forgotten logic of the First Amendment. Get this one in your life. Let's go. The First Amendment was intended to secure every citizen an absolute right to speak or write or print whatever he might please. Didn't say buckle up. Didn't say buckle up for that one. So we kicking it clean off. The forgotten logic of the First Amendment. They can't license your liberties though. See, this is what we gotta start getting into. We gotta start getting into law books. Because if not, then our people are gonna remain corporate slaves serving a corporation called the US corporation. If you want to be a slave, a corporate slave, then Ye say slavery was a choice. But see, that went over a whole lot of people's heads because they keep thinking like, nah, I ain't no slave. I got a house, I got a car, I got a job, I got clothes. I could go where I want to go. I could buy what I want to buy. You ain't even seeing this. You ain't even seeing the system. You ain't even seeing the system. And the system that I'm talking about is called a caste system. See, the origins of our discontents. Isabel Wilkerson, get that one in your life. We finna go clean in. Get ready for the takeoff. We took off already though. So when you talking about, well, what can we do? You can't do nothing unless you know what's going on. If you don't know what's going on, you can't do nothing. Let's kick it off right here. Where you at? Let's kick it off right here. So you see that? It says, therefore, hold up. It says, what the First Amendment is, it secures every citizen an absolute right to speak or write or print or post whatever you want to post. These ain't my words. This the First Amendment. So you talking about, well, Kyrie, he shouldn't have posted what he posted. Not according to the First Amendment. Not according to the First Amendment. The First Amendment says you're secure with the right. But see, here's the kicker though. The kicker is, if you haven't declared your nationality, you don't have rights. Hold up, let me clean this off. Yeah, we finna get it real uncomfortable for the ones who in La La Land, and you think what's going on right now with this public digital lynching that's happening, you do think that it's just the way it's supposed to be, the color of our skin, that's the reason. No, it ain't. That's not the reason. It's not racism. It's genocide. And what's happening it's going to continue to happen until people get sick and tired of being sick and tired, beat down. This is not supposed to be happening. If Moors actually declared a national name, stop misidentifying yourself as a negative caste system as black. So you can say what you want to say, but we going to the literature. See, we going to the law books. Our people think that the conditions that our people go through are supposed to be like that because the color of our skin. That is a false narrative. You have to break that narrative in your mind. You have to break that narrative in your mind. It is not because of the color of your skin. It's because of the lack of lawful competence you have inside your mind. We have to get into history. We have to start going into subjects like law. Because without knowing these subjects and this history and knowing that the system is called a caste system for division, it's an invisible prison. You cannot see it. You cannot taste it. You don't even know what's going on if you're not aware. So when it comes to just the First Amendment, peace and love to all the Muslims. Peace and love to all the Asiatics. So when it comes to freedom of speech, it says you could print, you could speak the absolute right. And it says without any responsibility, public or private. Therefore, it is a supposition too wild to be indulged by any rational man. Hold up. You want to go on a little further? We finna go a little further, though. We finna go a lot further. It is plain then at the language of this amendment imports no more that every man, meaning man is not just man, we're talking about women too. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. Every man shall have a right to speak, write, and print his or her opinions upon any subject whatsoever. See, this is the forgotten logic of the First Amendment. So since this ain't taught in the school system and it's never going to be taught in this U.S. corporate school system, don't expect to learn from it if you don't start digging in yourself. If you don't start investing in yourself, don't think that the school going to do it. Don't think that the school system finna get this to you, because they not. They not in business to give it to us. Because if they was in business, it'd be over with for them. This is why we got to start empowering ourselves, Moors. We got to come out of this mentality of it's the color of our skin. That's the reason why we getting treated like that. No, it ain't. Let me show y'all something. You got foreigners in American lands dictating, imprisoning, trying to put a gag order on our speech, on what we write, what we post. How is somebody going? That's like somebody coming into your house. You forget that it's your house, and you allow this person who you let in your house start telling you what to do. That's exactly what it is. Our people have forgotten that this is our house. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you in real time what I'm talking about. I want you to see what I'm talking about. American Dictionary of the English Language. Let me show you what I'm talking about, fam. We're going to go right here. Because people need to see. They just can't hear it. You got to see it. This is who we are. Americans. Not African Americans. Not Hebrews. Not Pan-Africans. Americans. Noun. A native of America. Originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans. Pause. Can we all agree? We can all agree, no matter what kind of school of thought you might have in your head, we can all agree that we have been here the longest on the planet. Correct? So since we've been here the longest on the planet, you think that whole story about Pangea, you don't think that was? And that it was a tectonic earthquake shift to the planet? So we were on the planet first. So when the earthquake hit, people broke off and went different places and traveled. So since we broke off and traveled to different places, you don't think that it's possible that we was already in this land right here called America? You don't think that? And let me show you what I mean when I say what I say. America. These ain't my words. Keep in mind. These ain't my words. This is the first dictionary that was printed in the United States. That's a fact. 1828. Look it up. Noah Webster's. Look it up. This is the first dictionary that they printed over here. And it says America. See that? From Amerigo Vespucci, a Florentine who what? Hold up. What did I say? Who pretended to have first discovered the Western continent. let that one marinate. So Amerigo Vespucci, that's a lie. It say he pretended to have discovered America. Pretended? You see it with your own two eyes. He pretended to have discovered the Western continent. So you trying to tell me? Hold up. You trying to tell me that, did y'all hear about what Adidas doing? Did you hear about what Adidas doing? So Adidas, keep in mind, Amerigo Vespucci, the lie of that. Keep that in your head. Keep that right there. So if these people pretended to discover an actual continent, Adidas, watch the correlation. So I'm feeling that beat. So Adidas just announced that they gonna keep Yeezy products on the shelves and remove his name from the shoes. Come on, man. They will create any narrative that suits them to keep us in a negative caste system. Right here. A negative caste system to keep us thinking that it's the color of our skin and we got to deal with crayon colors and not nationality. I'm gonna show some. So I'm gonna show y'all some. I'm gonna show y'all something real wild. Let's go right here. Where that book at? I'm gonna show y'all something real wild. Real wild. And we're gonna get right back to that. Let me show y'all something real wild. Real wild. Watch this. Watch this. The Slave Shall Serve. Get this book in your library by James Westerman. Watch this. Watch this. You see this right here? This is from, watch, look at this. International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination. Get you a glass of water and take some screenshots, fam. We finna go all the way up. You keep talking about, people out here talking about racism. How do we eliminate racism? Love talking about that, right? So we gonna time travel right now back to 1969. Let's go. International Convention. So this ain't something local in your township hall. This is an international convention. Y'all ready to jump in the time machine? Because we talking about Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Proclaims that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, and that everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set out therein, without distinction of any kind, in particular as to race, color, or national origin. R.I.P. Sean Price. R.I.P. Prodigy. R.I.P. Biggie. R.I.P. Tupac. R.I.P. Michael Jackson. R.I.P. Nipsey. All the great ones. We got to keep banging. So let's go. You see that? So we're going to go to something that people love talking about eliminating. You want to eliminate so-called racism, racial discrimination. Okay, well, let's go to a document right now in time travel to 1969, where it says this right here. The right to nationality. What'd you say? You said you want to eliminate racial discrimination. So when the International Convention documentation is saying that you need a nationality. What? What? Why would that be right there? All y'all naysayers out there that's like, nah, we need to just do something different. You don't want to go into the documents to find out the actual answers. You still want to deal with your belief system and you get nowhere. You just going in circles. So if you really want to eliminate racial discrimination, then why don't you step into this world? Why don't you step into this world? Like the world of nationality and birthrights. Why don't you step into this world? Because it's right there. Huh? What would you say? Because you talking about, well, I want to eliminate racism. Yeah, you do? You sure? Are you sure? Because it's right there in the International Convention. You wanna eliminate racial discrimination? The right to nationality. Oh, okay. I told you. Get this book in your life. Get this book in your life. The slave shall serve. Let me turn this up. Hold up. Let me turn this up. Let's go. Let's turn this up. Do you see that? So let's go right here. Let's go right here. How do we make a slave? We make a slave by doing this right here. We make a slave by buck breaking the so-called Negroes and get them to forget that they got a First Amendment, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all the way to the 10th. You got a 10 Bill of Rights as well as the Constitution, which secures your rights. The constitutional guarantees of free speech and free press do not permit a state to forbid or prescribe advocacy of the use of force or law violation, except where such advocacy is directed to inciting or producing imminent lawless action. Did Kyrie do that? Hold up. Pause. Did Kyrie do that? You could tag Kyrie on here too. Tag Ye on here. Did Kyrie incite lawless behavior by posting somebody else's stuff? Because the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. And it guarantees and secures every man, woman, and child certain unalienable rights. So what lawless post or violation did Kyrie do? Or what lawless words or insightful behavior did Ye do when he spoke up and saying that we need ownership of our stuff? Oh, you said anti-Semitic? Oh, hold up. Hold up. What you say? You say anti-Semitic? Watch this. Watch this right here. For the ones out there that got forgotten logic about this right here. If you got forgotten logic, we got to give refresher courses out. That's how we're going to empower ourselves. So let's go. Peace and love to all the Muslims, all the Asiatics. Exactly. We are that. You think not? You think we not? Hold up. You think we not? You think we not? The Falasha Jewish students of Ethiopia, which is really Abyssinia, and their teacher, Rabbi Abraham? So you think we not? What? 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 The earliest so-called Jews were, in all probability, so-called Negroes. Abraham and their ancestor is said to have come from Chaldea, and the ancient Chaldeans were Moors because we're not black. Colors are adjectives. Nouns are people. Look it up. So if the ancient name or ancient Jews were all, in all probability, Moors, then how could it ever be considered that Albions that belong to the Caucasian race, because Jew is not a race, it's a faith-based creed. It's not a race. Somebody says they're Jewish, that's not a race. Jewish is not a race. That's a corruption of our people. It's a corruption of our people, fam. Fam. somebody says they're Jewish, they're lying to you, because Jewish is not a race. All right. It's a corruption of the Yahudi people, the Yahudi who spoke Hebrew. Hebrew means to cross over. It's not a people. It's a language and an action. Look it up. All you gotta do is look it up, G. Hold up. Let's go right here. Let's go right here, fam. Where we at? Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Y'all ready? Let's go. So you see this? You see this? Whatever was the original color of the Jews, they lived for more than 4 centuries among the so-called Negroid Egyptians. Their supposed oppressor, the pharaoh Mernerfeth, shows marked so-called Negroid traits. So they were Moors. So the original Yahudi are Moors. But you wanna keep going with the narrative that the media keep painting, because you don't want to deal with history. You don't want to deal with law. You don't want to deal with what's really going on. You want to stay in your victimization mentality, blaming it on your skin tone, blaming all the wrongs on hatred, blaming all the wrongs on misinformation, blaming all the wrongs on how you feel, which don't solve nothing. You could feel hot. You could feel cold. You could feel afraid. That ain't gonna change nothing. So every man shall be at liberty to publish what is true with good motives and for justifiable ends. And with this reasonable limitation, it is not only right in itself, but it is inestimable privilege in a free government. It is a free right for us to print, to speak, to write whatever we want to. That is your First Amendment right. So this is why we got to get our logic back. We got to stop forgetting. We got to start remembering. It's the remembrance. This is the rise of the Moors. To remember. To remember. You want to join something that's really going to get us what we need to start taking off? Link up with like-minded Moors in your territory. That's why I be like, put y'all territories up. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. Because you might have Moors in your territory right now that you don't even know about. They could be right now around you. Link up, fam. Rise of the Moors. Link up. Go to riseofthemoors.org. Link up. You talking about protecting our people? Militia? Ring a bell? Everybody else got a militia. Every other people got a militia. Look it up. Every other people got a militia. Every other people, every other nation, they have some kind of small arms militia or large arms militia. Link up. You want to protect your woman? You want to protect your children? Link up then. So let's go a little further. Because they trying to get down on Kyrie and they trying to get down on Ye. And people ain't even seeing what's going on. You ain't even looking at the making of a slave. Or are you? Because check this out. They say when it comes to breaking the uncivilized so-called nigger, use the same process. They talking about breaking the so-called nigger like they break a horse. Let me throw a little ink on that. That's highlight worthy right there. See, that's highlight worthy right there. So they want to break our people like horses. You see it with your own 2 eyeballs. Look. Oh, it say, but vary the degree and step up the pressure so as to do a complete reversal of the mind. Take the meanest and the most restless so-called nigger, strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining so-called niggers. The female and the so-called nigger infant tar and feather him, tie each leg to a different horse faced in opposite directions, set him afire, and beat both horses to pull him apart in front of the remaining so-called niggers. What? So instead of them doing it like that, what they doing it? They getting the media. They getting the media to tie on something to you. Tie your word to that. Tie your other word to that. We're gonna tie a leash to that word. We're gonna tie a leash to that word. Tie a leash to that other word. And we're gonna keep pulling them apart. Pull them apart. Pull them apart. That's what the media doing. So the media, when it's used for the dark side, is just like a horse tied to a man, a woman, on each limb, and it's pulling you different directions, pulling you apart. So the other so-called niggers, so-called blacks, so-called African Americans, so-called people of color, so-called Negroes, they gonna look at you like, damn. Now let's apply that in real time right now. So you looking at these media people who work for the dark side, look at what they doing. They latching on every word that's supposed to be, because it is freedom of speech. We ain't got time to make up nothing, man. We ain't got time to make up nothing. We ain't got time to make up nothing. No, we ain't got time to make up nothing, though. Look, I want to show y'all something real quick, though, about what I mean when I say what I'm saying. Because we're going to go right here to what Thomas Jefferson said. Let's go right here to what Thomas Jefferson said. And by the way, Thomas Jefferson is one of the people that signed the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. So it say, in the Declaration, Jefferson and the unanimous Continental Congress speak of them as quote unquote self-evident truths. Truths infallibly known to be true. Wait a minute. What? So Thomas Jefferson was talking about freedom of speech, and the people in the media today are getting on Ye and they getting on Kyrie for speaking up and having the right to speak secure in their person. This is why people got to get on law. We got to get on law and stop dealing with what we believe in, because what we believe in is misleading. If somebody is painting a false narrative. Yes, sir. Peace, more. So look, he also went on to say, this is what he went on to say. Check it out. He say, they mean us. He say, they mean we must allow the quote unquote fighting faith original to our system of government to be confronted by opposing quote unquote fighting faiths. We loathe and believe destruction. Watch this. Watch this, fam. Watch this. They want destruction. So if somebody says you gotta apologize for saying something out your mouth, they're going against the Republican form of government, which you could go to Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution. It's gonna tell you right there. Hold up. We ain't got time to make up none. Nah. We ain't got time to make up none. We ain't got time to make up none. Hold up. Because you need to see. You need to see, fam. You need to see. You need to see what's going on. The Constitution of the United States. You need to see. Share this beam out. Article 4. Didn't it just say the Republican form of government? It said Republican government, didn't it? There it is. There it is. Let's go right here. Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each what? Shall protect each of them against invasion? This is the importance of us claiming our house. How do we claim our house? First step is nationality. Nationality. Saying who you are. Connecting yourself back to your ancient foremothers and forefathers on the land that they was from and the land that you from. If you in the North Gate and you around the world. Because we can all agree. We were the first people on this planet. See, the indoctrination got us thinking that, oh, no, it's the color of your skin. You were born in a way that you shouldn't have been. No, sir. This is the return of the ancient ones. This book is The Slave Shall Serve. Now, they ain't removed common law more. Common law is still into effect. We just have to enforce it. And it's going to take us to do it. It's going to take us to let go of fear. I get it, though. I get it because on the demo where it says how to make a slave right here, where it said, let's make a slave with Lynch. I get it, G. I get it. I get it, Moors. It's tough. It's hard. We got our personal lives. We got things that we doing every day. We got a family that we raising. We got people that count on us and look after us. So we don't want to risk nothing. But what's the ultimate thing? The ultimate thing is freedom, peace, love, truth, justice. Because if you ain't got no truth, how you gonna ever have peace? Because everybody lying. It ain't gonna be no standards. It ain't gonna be no principles. If somebody always lying about something, you can't hold nobody to nothing. Cause niggas wishy-washy. You over this side, now you on that side. Nah. Gotta hold you. Gotta hold you where you at. You can't be wishy-washy. Do you stand on law, principles, standards, or you just wishy-washy? You flimsy. Nah. You ain't solid. You ain't solid, G. Nah. You ain't solid, fam. Nah. Can't be around nobody who ain't solid. You gotta be solid, fam. So look. When you talking about let's make a slave, you got people out here like this dude. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Watch this. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let me show y'all something real quick. See, Kyrie, I'm rocking with Kyrie. I'm rocking with Ye too. Kyrie like this. What are you on?
You cannot post that. Why not? Why not? Everybody posts everything else. You saw the word nigger going up on Twitter, right? I don't hear uproar of that. I'm not here to be divisive on what's going on this or that. I'm not comparing Jews to blacks. I'm not comparing white to black. I'm not doing that. That conversation is dismissive, and it constantly revolves around the rhetoric of who are the chosen people of God. And I'm not here to argue over a person or a culture or religion or what they believe. No, this is what is here. It's on a public platform. Did I do anything illegal? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I do anything illegal? Did I hurt anybody? Did I harm anybody? Am I going out and saying that I hate one specific group of people? So out of all the judgment that people got from me posting, I just, without talking to me, and then I respect what Joe said, but there has a lot to do with the not ego or pride of how proud I am to be an African heritage, but also to be living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. So I'm not going to stand down on anything that I believe in. I'm only going to get stronger because I'm not alone. I have a whole army around me.
Yes, sir.
While we're on the top.
Yes, sir. You see that right there? The only thing was the black thing. The only thing was the black thing because he denationalized himself. So the only thing was the black thing because black We going right here again. Black is the lowest caste system. The lowest caste system that you can be in. The black colorable. That's the only thing that he said. We got to stop using that negative caste system upon ourselves, fam. So let's go into the caste. What is the caste system? Real quick. What is the caste system? What is it? What is the caste system? Let's go. Because the caste system, people have not been told this. And this is why Moors who be studying, we got to share information with our people. We have to share information because once we know, we all can grow. We all can get our mind right. And the ones that don't want to get their mind right, they just don't want to get their mind right. Leave them where they at. The caste system is an invisible program. Okay? It's an invisible program. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let's go right here, G. Let me turn this on. Turn this up. Let's go right here. What is the caste system? So look, Islam Moore, appreciate you. It say, what is the caste system? It says the caste members being associated with their character. So it's like this. Let me throw it at you like this before I even throw this out there. So the caste system is like a movie. Okay? Like casting roles. Directors, they got casting directors for a movie or film or TV show. A casting director. So keep that concept in your head because that's what's really going on. So the caste system sets up like someone's directing your role in this movie. Like the Truman Show or like like the Matrix, any other thing. Cast. Okay? Let's go. So the cast members become associated with their characters. Typecast. Locked into either inflated or disapproved assumptions. They become their characters. As an actor, you are to move the way you are directed to move. Speak the way your character is expected to speak. You are not yourself. You are not to be yourself. Stick to the script and to the part you are cast to play. And you will be rewarded. This is where it get real interesting. Because in law, all right, in law, let's go right here. Watch this. Black's Law's Dictionary, 4th edition. Okay. Black's Law's Dictionary, 4th edition. Let's look up something real quick. All right. Let's look up something real quick. Okay. All right. So the first way that they got us tweaking and indoctrinated because they removed all this information out of our school systems. John D. Rockefeller, Frederick T. Gates. So look, it's a word that we need to see. Watch this. This word right here. This word right here, Jay. Check it out. Peace and love to all the Muslims, all the Moors. Yes, sir. It's the rise of the Moors, G. It's our time now. Look, this word right here. See this word? Look at this. Keep in mind the caste system. Okay? Race. An ethnical stock. A great division of mankind. Having in common certain distinguishing physical peculiarities, constituting a comprehensive class, appearing to be derived from a distinct primitive source. Peace. A tribal or national stock. Race. A division or subdivision of one of the great racial stocks of mankind, distinguished by minor peculiarities. Check it out. So you see the word race. Race is a social construct for division or subdivision to cast people no different than a director does a TV show, a movie, a sitcom. You feel me? So once you get into the concept and the mentality of lawful competence on what's going on, let's go right here. Lawful competence, mental competence, because everything is mind, everything is mental. Look, so keep that race in your mind. The concept of race is a social construct. It's not real. It's semblance, the appearance of real, but it's not real. It's the semblance, simulacrum, distinguished from that which is real. Keep this in mind. Now we're gonna go right back to the definition of caste. Caste. Check it out. This where it really start blowing people's minds up though. Look. And keep in mind this right here. No liberty for license. Ain't nothing wrong with what Kyrie said. He could post what he want to post. You could post what you want to post. Kanye, he could post what he want to post. That's a natural God-given right. Exactly. Race. What we running to? It's a race outside? What we racing to? Keep in mind about the cast members. All right? Okay, look. Look what it say. It say, veer from the script and you will face the consequences. Uh-oh. You veer from the script, you're going to face consequences? It say, veer from the script and other cast members will step in to remind you where you went off script. Do it often enough or at a critical moment and you will be fired, demoted, cast out. Your character conveniently killed off in the plot. Oh. So if somebody goes off script, quote unquote, they could be demoted, they could be cast out, or they could be fired, suspended, or killed off in the plot. You think this stuff ain't science? They're using the science for the dark side. That's what's happening. The media is using the information for the negative instead of for the positive. So, Ye, Kyrie, or anybody else that goes off script. Off script could be like, oh, I want to post something. And I'm posting something that's not unlawful. I'm posting something that I'm interested in, which I have every God-given right to do. Because the supreme law of the land is the Constitution that secures our unalienable rights to enjoy life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So if someone does something that doesn't cause injury or harm, they have every God-given right to do. Everyone does. This is why law matters. Law is crucial, and law ain't taught in the school system. Because if people knew law, we could put people that's committing crimes in jails. So look, what it said right there. This was a key point right here. When people go off script, the other cast members step in. Shaq, Charles Barkley. What's them? I don't know all their names, but the rest of them people that go against, and they be like, "Hey, Kyrie, you went off script. You weren't supposed to say nothing or put nothing out there on a conscious level at all." So Ye and Kyrie like, I post what I want to post. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but how you feel about something, as long as I didn't hurt you, I don't have to take in your consideration. Post whatever I want to post. And this what they don't want. See, That's to them, that's going off script, because the corporation has a script, and that script is, we gonna keep these people thinking that they colored, black, African American. We gonna keep them thinking that they're that. Meanwhile, we're gonna go to the other caste system, which is the opposite, which is a white status. So when Ye was out here talking about this is what happened. When he was out there talking about white lives matter, he was talking about status. Status. He wasn't talking about skin tone. See, our people get so emotionally attached to the beliefs and bogus narratives that when somebody tell you something real, you get triggered instantly. Instantly. Where everybody that was riding with Ye before? And now he came out and said something which he had every God-given right to say. People got triggered and stopped listening to what he was talking about. He was talking about ownership, getting out of contracts that you don't want to be in no more. How can I get out of this contract? Okay, I got to say this. All right, boom. I'm finna say that now. Bing bong. Now it's going to be some smoke, but I'm out that contract. I'm out that jam. Ownership. Now I'm not in the contract no more. You got to check the method behind the madness, because there's methods. There's methods. There's methods. So look, you can stay as a corporation if you want to. That's your right to choose. You can stay in that if you want to. You can be an artificial person or a legal entity created by or under the authority of the laws of a state or nation, composed in some rare instance. You can stay a corporation. Peace. You can stay a corporation if you want to. But you don't have to. You don't have to. If you start getting in tune with the Constitution, which is the supreme law of the land, the Constitution is the organic and fundamental law of a nation or state, which may be written or unwritten, establishing the character and conception of its government, laying the basic principles to which its internal life is conformed, or organizing the government and regulating, distributing, and limiting the functions of its different departments, and prescribing the extent and manner of the exercise of sovereign powers. Sovereignty comes with nationality. You can't say that you're a king. You can't say that you're a queen and you have no nationality. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up, fam. We talking about law right now. We talking about history. We ain't talking about what Kush they believe in. We talking about all this is researchable. All this is proven. Remember I said earlier about people be thinking that this is how it's just how it's supposed to be. Remember I said that earlier? Check this out. Remember I said that earlier? Hold up. Where you at? I said that earlier about Thomas Jefferson, and he signed the Constitution and the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Remember I said that earlier? You thought I was just playing? You thought I was playing? This is from rvbaypublications.com. Okay? I know we going through a lot in this beam out, but run the beam mouse back and it'll flow with you. Peace. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1787. Hold up. Wait a minute. Everybody love these right here, don't they? Don't everybody love these? This that kryptonite. You love these right here, don't you? This that kryptonite. Soon as people see this, their eyes turn into paper plates. So this said 1787, the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. What? Didn't I say Thomas Jefferson? There he is. Hold up. There he is right there. See his name? Let me throw some ink on him so you can see him clear. There he is. There he is. Huh? There he is. These are all the people that signed it. Benjamin Franklin, he was absent. See, he wasn't even there. Guess who was there? John Adams. Huh? John Adams. Thomas Jefferson. Didn't I say he was there? Oh, he was there. Oh, yeah. Huh? He was there. So, you talking about, what does it mean? Kush, what does it mean? 1787, this document right here was signed. Treaty of Peace and Friendship. It's the longest running treaty in the world. I'm showing you this green piece of paper called a Federal Reserve note because our people seem to love this so much. Yeah. I want you to check the date on there. What's that date say right there? What is that? Can you see the date? 1789. See that? So if this was signed, since this was signed in 1787, what you think happened to it? Where you think it went? This right here is still in operation. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship is the treaty of the Moors with the Albions to form a union. That's why it says number 1 right here. Because the Moors are here with the Great Seal, and the Albions, who we allow to be in our lands, our dominions, are here. The Fez is on top of the eagle. E pluribus unum. Huh? You see what's going on? Novus Ordo Seclorum. Huh? The Great Seal. You see how it's right in our face? Why you think they want to shift from this to crypto so fast? They pushing crypto hard, ain't they? Yeah, you gonna want to share this beam out. You gonna want to share this beam out, G. You gonna want to share this beam out, fam. Cause look, you talking about freedom of speech. Better if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. That's the key right there. So are you on a scale of positive law, which is to the left, or are you on a scale of negative law, which is to the right? Now I'm gonna tie that into what I'm talking about. Because the Lady of Justice, I'm gonna zoom into her face. As you see, the Lady of Justice, she got a blindfold on. Can she see your skin? Huh? Can she see your skin? No, sir. So you see how truth destroys the lies. Let's go. Truth destroys the lies. So it ain't the color of your skin, fam. It's the words coming out your mouth. She can hear you. When you talk, she listening. The Lady of Justice is listening. And if you say the wrong words, that's going to be your ass. Or that's going to be your salvation. What you going to choose? The left side of the scale or the right side of the scale? What you choosing? Because not only is it there, it's there. Right there. Bing bong, 1789. And this right here was in 1787. So what you think going on, man? What you think going on, G? This still right here on what you mean? What you mean, man? You want some more clarity? Okay, cool. The 7th president for the United States, 1786 to 1787. Arthur St. Clair. Guess what he was? He was a Moor. He signed the Treaty of Amity and Commerce. Sealed and ratified, January 1787. John Hanson, he was a Moor, elected to the presidency. The 5th of November, 1781. The 5th of November. So what's that, Saturday? Come on, man. Then you had the function of 1781, the Articles of Confederation. The Confederation is the document of law, which was later referred to as Article 6, Clause 1 of the present Constitution for the United States of America. Peace and love to all the Muslims. So, Whether somebody says they're a Christian, whether somebody says that they're under the faith of Judaism, whether somebody says they study Islam, that's why it's no religious test required. It doesn't matter what your creed or your faith is. That's your unalienable right. That's your God-given right. You can choose to be any one of those. Buddhism, Taoism. That's your right. You could do whatever you want to do. You could study voodoo. You could do all that. That's your right. But it does not determine. It does not determine what your legal status is on the land. So you got people. Hold up. Let me turn this up. Yeah. Okay. Let's go right here with it. Let's go right here with it. Yeah. So look, when you say, well, I'm a free white person. Now you talking about status. You're not talking about a skin complexion. So you saying this is your house. You're making a claim saying that you're a free white person because your nationality is coming into play. When you say, I'm a Moorish national. I'm a Moorish American national. Now you're making a clear political distinction and a geographic distinction of who you are, where you at, and what your status is simultaneously. Versus you saying, well, I'm a color person. I'm a person of color. Where's that? Keep in mind this right here, though. Keep in mind. Remember how we was talking about playing roles? Remember how we was talking about playing roles in this movie, in this right here, in this movie called Life? Remember how we was talking about this? The caste system. Remember, you could be playing a movie role as an actor, but they telling you, nah, you can't talk like that. Nah, you can't speak like that. See, you can't do that because you going off the script. Nah, we got to keep telling these people they black people. See, that's a script. That's a caste system. That's a black color-coded caste system. Nah, don't tell them people that they Moors. Nah, tell them they Indians. Tell them they black. Tell them they Hebrews, man. Tell them anything. Tell them they Afro-Americans. That's going to keep them locked in to the color-coded caste system, where they're at the bottom of the boot. Put a gag order on their mouth. They ain't gonna be able to post nothing. They ain't gonna be able to post nothing because they know nothing about the Constitution, which protects their natural rights. See, the Constitution protects your natural rights. It doesn't give us rights. It protects our natural rights. Know what I'm saying? It protects our rights, fam. This is why we got to get into this. This is why we got to get into that. We got to get into that. Our people, you show them something like this, they start thinking you tweaking. Like, fam, like you didn't realize that the so-called Jews, the Yahudi people, was started in Africa? And Africa means the world. So the world is the world. Huh? So what are you talking about? What are you saying? Like, what are you saying? You talking about the so-called Jews, the Yahudi people. You talking about you got to go all the way back to Abyssinia. You got to go back to Queen of Sheba, first Melanic. You got to go back to that. If you want to speak anything about that, the history of the so-called Jews of Africa, you got to go way back. You got to go back, fam. So when you see big pictures, stuff like this, you can't be like, well, you're being anti-Semitic. How can you question me on what my faith is? And you're not American. You're not American. So why are you questioning me about my religious faith? And you're not American. You don't have jurisdiction to question me about nothing. If I answer your question, I answer your question. I don't have to. You don't have jurisdiction over me for me to say nothing at all. But that comes into knowing of law. Where is your status? What nation do you belong to? This is why law is not taught to our people, fam, because it actually is the keys of civilization. Watch this. Watch this. It say, out of this book right here, The Caste. Get this book in your life. How much time we got? How much time we got? Okay, we got a little something. Okay, check it out. Peace, Moors. So it say, peace and love to all the Moors, even the Albions that be tuning in. You know what's wild? You know what's wild though? It be a lot of Albions that I be seeing, like hit the page up and write something. They'll write something like, thank you. If it was Moors out here that's saying what y'all Moors be saying, we want y'all to be saying what y'all saying. They be welcoming Moors speak up and speak out, because they know the world is crashing right now. Their corporate world is crashing. It's crashing. The inflation is through the roof because it's a fiction. You say show the front. You gonna screenshot? Go ahead, G. There you go. Cass. I'm gonna show them at the end too, though. How somebody gonna question you? They ain't even American. They gonna question you about what you posting. You ain't even American. Don't question me. You ain't got no jurisdiction. You ain't got no kind of jurisdiction to ask me nothing. What you talking about? Then you got our own people that's like, see, because keep in mind, these people who look like us be the ones, if you go off so-called script and be like, and start to educate people, that's going off script. They want people to remain workers. They don't want us to think. Nah. They don't want people to be out here thinking, because a thinking person is dangerous. Why? They're dangerous to somebody that doesn't think. And they get used by people who do think. So if somebody has a good heart and they share information, people that have black hearts, they want you to be silenced. Because why? Because you could tell them something that's going to spark a divine light in their mind where they start thinking. We don't need people to start thinking. That's what the corporation, that's what they think like. We need workers. We need y'all to fill out this paperwork. Keep putting black on there so we can keep getting bread off insurance. We can keep getting bread off all that. We need these people to keep thinking that they're color people. We have to keep these people thinking they're color people. That's what the U.S. corporation is founded to be. All them different tentacles connected to the U.S. corporation, they all in on it, fam. They're all in on it. And they all know that we Moors. They all in on it. They all in on it. And if somebody's speaking out on some education, oh no, that's bad for business. U.S. corporate business. It's trillions of notes. Trillions of dollars. Keep these people dumb. Don't post no movies. Don't post no lectures. Don't post no books. Don't post nothing. Which is a complete unconstitutional violation. Violation. You can't tell me what to do with my freedom of speech. You can't tell me what to do at all. What you talking about? They can't tell us what to do at all, especially somebody who's a foreigner. Europeans are foreigners in the Americas, for the record. They're not Americans. That concept has to be like that right there has to get like overstood immediately. Understood and overstood immediately. Europeans are not Americans. They're squatters in America because we allowed them to be here as pilgrims. So when they came over here as pilgrims and all of that, all right, we allowed them to be here. That's why I went back to the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. We allowed them to do business, amity, and commerce. Hold up. Get this book right here in your life. Shout out to my brother Jamal Talib Abdullah Bey for the literature. Get this book right here in your life. This book right here got so much ether in the book. You need it, fam. Like you want to, like for real though, if you want to like start just to read something, if you just want to read something and like get a basic like flood of information to where you like, listen, I got to read a few chapters of this every day. If you want to do something like that, get this book right here, Jay. Hold up. What is demo at? Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Where is that shit at? Okay. You know what it's saying right here? And we just said amity and commerce. The Star Spangled Trading Banner. That's this. Hit me up in my DM, or you can go to riseofthemoors.org. Can somebody put the Rise of the Moors tag up there? riseofthemoors.org. Right here. And it's wild though, because when you see it and you look at it again, you like, damn, this whole time, this been a Star Spangled Trading Banner? They think they slick though. They took off trading and left banner there. So people get like, stop, gratitude more. So people will be like, well, Star Spangled Banner, but it's really Star Spangled Trading Banner. Oh, these niggas think they slick. These people really think that they slick. They took off trading and left banner to give, and then taught people that it's the Star Spangled Banner. Come on, man. What? You see? But studying law and history, because they go together, they think that we can't put it together. That's dead. Because we own that. Look. First flag right here. Al Moroccan, the American flag. These niggas took the word trading off and left banner there. So what does it mean? What does it represent? The amity and commerce between the Moorish Empire and the colony of the various European tribes? Still think it's a game? So that brings me back to point when it comes to caste. So when somebody be like, people gonna look entirely different at movies now and whatnot, which is a good thing. So when you looking at, well, a caste system, are you really thinking that could apply to real life? A caste system can actually apply to real life? So people have been living in a world where they've been casted without their knowledge. So it's pretty much that so-called black people who have been using the term black or colored have been in a movie that has always been directed by color of law, which is negative law, so they can always be mistreated in the role that they playing. Yo. You talking about wild, fam? You talking about wild? How can we get out of that caste? I tell you, and I've been showing you. You get out of that caste by doing this. The first step that you do to get out of that caste is to get yourself a constitution, start reading it. Next thing you need to do, get you a law book and start looking at all these words on my soul. When they say all the world's a stage, you're going to look at that phrase now entirely different now. Entirely different now. And some people going to be out there looking like they speechless. They speechless. Are you letting your words get controlled? Or is somebody controlling your mind? That's how you think like, nah, I can't say them kind of words because they got your mind controlled. Huh? They got your mind controlled, fam. Don't let nobody control your mind no more, G. Because our children look up to us. Our nieces and our nephews, they look up to us. People around you that's in your circle, they look up to you. And you should keep people around you that you learn from. You shouldn't want to keep nobody around you that you can't learn nothing from. Why are they around you? Like my brother, the Moor Freddie B. Shout out to him. He was the one speaking on that video that said that quote, that's ether. People don't want to come to they don't want to come to your party. People would rather come to your funeral than to come to your party. Because people rather see you on your back than on your feet. He killed that line, though. He killed that line. People would rather see us on our backs than on our feet. We got to reverse that narrative, fam. How? With love, with truth, with peace, with freedom, with justice. Justice, fam. How you get justice? Because I heard Kyrie say that. Kyrie was like, how can I be anti-Semitic and I know who I am? How? How you gonna be anti-Semitic and you know who you are? Huh? How? How, Sway? How? You can't be. You can't be anti yourself. How you gonna be anti yourself? How? Like, what are you talking about? You gonna be anti yourself? If you put these people right here in regular clothes, look, where we at? If you put these people right here in regular clothes, fam, regular clothes, what does it say about them? It says the Ethiopians have pronounced Semitic features, kinky hair, and thick lips, but otherwise not Negroid. You get it? So put them in regular clothes. See them walking down the street right now in regular clothes. Headbands on. They got hoodies on. Know what I'm saying? They got Timbs on. Whatever. Yeah. They gonna suspend Kyrie? Violating? What did he violate? He violated nothing. But see, people ain't riding like they supposed to. It's funny though. It's real strange. It's strange how people will say they gonna ride for you. Y'all know what it is. When people say they gonna ride for you, and then when they hit the fan, where they at? But during the process though, yeah, I'm gonna ride for you. I'm gonna ride for you, Kush. Yeah. I'm gonna ride for you, Kyrie. I'm gonna ride for you, Ye. I'm riding for you. Then when they hit the fan, niggas disappear. On my soul, they was like, shut up and dribble the ball. Don't say nothing political. He went off script. He went off script though. Or did he? He wasn't never part of the script. See? He wasn't ever part of the script though. Then you got niggas like Shaq, you got niggas like Charles Barkley, and the rest of them people on ESPN every day. They paint the narrative. Why y'all talking about what somebody posts on their own platform? It's a public platform. And if it was such a violation, then was it a violation of law? Bing bong. It wasn't a violation of law. It was the right to post whatever somebody else want to post. I can post what I want to post. But then they'll try to hit you with the terms and the conditions. Oh, you're violating the community. Violating the community standards. What are you talking about? How's somebody posting something about a movie violating some kind of community policy? And you notice how they always get niggas to apologize. Just say you sorry. For what? What you talking about? Sorry for what? Truth don't need no apology. Watch this though. Caste system. It say, the social pyramid known as a caste system is not identical to the caste in a play, though the similarity in the two words hints at a tantalizing intersection. Watch this, fam. It say, hold up. What it say right here? It say, when we are cast into, watch this, fam. It say, when we are cast into roles, we are not ourselves. We are not supposed to be ourselves. Wow. We are performing based on our place in the production, not necessarily on who we are inside. We are all players on a stage that was built long before our ancestors arrived in this land. We are the latest cast in a long-running drama that premiered on this soil in the early 17th century. But that part is false. Why? Because Moors always been here. We always been here. And as you see in the definition of American, that's the proof. This nigga, Amerigo Vespucci, a Florentine, he pretended to have first discovered the Western continent. This nigga pretended. He ain't discovered nothing. Whole time, American, pertaining to America, is a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals, the copper people. Various copper complexion found here by Europeans. So why would we say to like today and further on, why would you continue to say that you want to be a color person instead of saying you American? American, it denotes to a continent. It ties you to a land. So when you're thinking about it like that, you say African American, where does that tie you into in a geographic landmass? Where is it? It's nowhere. But then you got them people, yeah, just keep identifying as African American. Yeah, y'all persons of color, NAACP and all that, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. I'm feeling that beat though. That shit hard. Who's this? Yeah, that shit hard there. So it's no different than a movie director. It's no different than somebody casting you into a sitcom role and you didn't forget yourself. You don't even remember yourself. You just playing a role that a director put you in. And now you just out here playing a role. You forgot. Our people have forgotten. They've forgotten the law. And the First Amendment is the freedom of speech. The freedom of speech does not need a license. You don't need no license for somebody to tell you what you could say. Hey, yo, that's wild. Hey, do you need a license to talk? Huh? Do you need to go around there to the city hall? You need to go over there and you got to get a license to say words out your mouth. Why you ain't got to do that? Now, see, if they did that, it'll really purge. It'll really purge outside. Imagine somebody telling you, hey, you gotta go to the language department. And you gotta register your tongue in the language department over there. You gotta go over there and you gotta register. Because if you don't go over there and register, you're gonna pay a fine. $50,000. You gotta go over there and register to the tongue department to start using words. Trap. Peace, more. Peace and love. You already know, fam. Yeah, you gotta go over there to the language department. You gotta go over there. You gotta register. Because if you don't, we're gonna start finding you. Don't do it. It'll purge. Nigga, it'll purge. I'm talking about it'll purge. Imagine somebody telling you that. Yeah, it's finna. We gonna register, but the whole time they want us to register firearms though. Do you see the insanity? We got the right to freedom of speech, and that shall not be infringed. We have the right to keep and bear arms and to form well-regulated militias. Second Amendment. But they don't have us give a license for the First Amendment for freedom of speech. But then they want to demonize somebody for using their freedom of speech. What? They want to demonize somebody using their God-given right of freedom of expression and freedom of speech, which is secured by the Constitution. What? What? Make it make sense. Exactly. Make it make sense, G. Make it make sense, fam. Make it make sense, fam. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Hold up. When you hear that. Listen. So we go right back here because I'm finna slide. Okay, I'm finna slide. Check it out. So we go right here. Hold up. Keep in mind, we don't live in democracy, fam. We live in a republic. Hold up. And it says, trying to know about that alchemist. Trying to know about that. Let me let that breathe for a second. Trying to know about that alchemist. Huh? When you hear that. See? It's right here. It's right here. Where it's at? Hold up. Let me find it real quick. You can see what happened. You can see exactly what happened. Look. You know about that? Y'all know about that, huh? Y'all know about that, huh? Okay. This is why I rock with y'all. You see this right here? What this say? It's the book. It's the book right here. You can't forget the logic no more. It say this right here, G. Look, check it out. What do he say? He say this right. He say, those who do not share this purpose, who favor inequality or despotism, are from the outset excluded from the Union. They constitute its first enemies. Anybody going against the Constitution is an enemy. Now you know. Since what they desire will return the other members of society to insecurity of the state and of nature, those of the same stamp who later arise within the society are enemies for precisely the same reason, and have no just claim to use the freedoms secured and maintained by others for the sake of destroying those freedoms or depriving any or all citizens of their rights. So anybody that goes against the Constitution is an enemy. Now you know who the enemies is. It ain't no skin. It ain't got nothing to do with no skin complexion. If they go against the Constitution, they're an enemy. Because the Constitution protects inalienable rights of every citizen. Now you know who the enemies is. So if they out here calling you a color person, a black person, they ain't in the Constitution. That ain't in the Constitution. That ain't in the Constitution. You don't say we the black people. That ain't in the Constitution. It's not in there. We the people of color. That's not in the Constitution. Nah. Check it out. Hold up. What is that? Hold up. Where you at? Let's go right here with it. Slide. What it say right there? What it say? It says white. Right. We the people of color. No, sir. It ain't in there. It's not in there, G. So let's take it to Latin. Let's take it to Latin real quick for our slide. Picture dictionary. Let's go right here real fast. The word white is blanco. Okay. So the word white means blanco in Latin. White is blanco. Blanco, huh? You said blanco? Hold up. You said blanco, then. You say blanco? White means blanco in Moorish Latin. White means blanco in Moorish Latin. Okay, what's this right here? What's that? Come on, fam. What's that? What's that right there? The White House? The White House? The White House? The White House. The White House, huh? Oh, okay. The White House, huh? Okay, just showing you something, just to show you something real quick. Then we gonna flood you. though. Okay. Black. Negro. See, it's negro in Latin and it's negro in English. So are you a black person, negro? So if you still calling yourself a black person, you might just call yourself a negro because you're saying the same thing in a different language. So if you still call yourself black, then just start calling yourself a negro. And don't get offended when somebody calls you a negro, because that's what you calling yourself. Culture is in the language. So are you a negro? Because if you are, I mean, why you getting mad for? You shouldn't get mad when somebody call you a Negro then. Because you call yourself black. Huh? Huh? Okay. All right. Just wanted to show y'all something. Because this is why Europeans, Caucasians, hybrids, Albions, who are from places like Ireland, Scotland, they're hybrids because they not even the original people over there. The original Irish were dark complexion. The original Scottish people were Moorish people. They were dark complexion. So white is Blanco. See that? See Blanco? Blanco. White. Now watch this. Watch this. You be thinking I be playing or something. Like for real though. Look. Me thinking I just be saying something just to be saying something, G. Nah. Think I just be saying something just to be saying something, huh? No, sir. Look. So look at this. Did I say the original Irish, the original Scots, they was Moorish people? Who's that? That's Queen Charlotte. Look her up. Queen Charlotte. You said you want to jump in the time machine real quick? Oh, I thought I heard you say that. You said you want to jump in the time machine. So you see all these headbands and all that? That's Moorish. You said you wanted to go to Germany? Okay, hold up. You said you want to go to Germany real quick. All right, let's teleport there right now. See that? What that say? Moor. M-O-H-R. 1680. That's the year. M-O-H-R. See that? Huh? Irish, Scottish, all of that. We still wear headbands to this day. Headband right there. There you go. You see how we never left who we was. We just forgot our national name. That's what happened. You got people out here still I rock headbands myself. You see? We just forgot our name. See? That's what's going on. That's all that happened. Yeah. That's all that happened. You thought I was playing though? Huh? Who's that right there? Who's that? Big pictures. See? The Moorish rulers of Scotland and the British Isles. See, we're not Negroes. See? We're Moors. And the history can back that statement up. Because it's an actual fact. See? The Moors coming in with the horses. See, we need to be riding like dude right here riding. And his soldiers is behind him. This is how we need to get behind Kyrie. And get behind Ye. And get behind Noble Drew Ali. So this would be Noble Drew Ali. And this all the soldiers behind. Look at it like that. Noble Drew Ali right here. With a sword of justice. And then you got us right here. Riding. Hold up. Look at it. Look at his chest. Look at their chest. Look at the symbolism. Look at see it's in the details. See, it's in the details. It's in the details. Our self-law and master. It's in the details. It's in the details. The crest, the pyramid, the compass, duality, the hex alpha, and the master seal. Bing bong. There you go. There it is. So stop being a caste member in a role that you don't even need to be playing no more. You don't need to play that role no more. Get out of there. Quit the corporation. Declare your nationality. You control your tongue, don't you? You control your thoughts, don't you? So start acting on it. Start being yourself. We ain't acting. We being. That part. Peace and love to all the Moors, all the Muslims, Asiatics that be rocking with it. Europeans be rocking with it. Because it's all about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. It's going to take all of us. The positive ones versus the negative ones. The positive ones going to win, though. Just got to get them numbers up. Yeah, what you know about that Griselda? Huh? What you know about that Griselda? I don't know about that Griselda. Let me show y'all these books before I slide. Yeah, I might throw this bean to my page though. I might throw it on my Patreon though. Let me show y'all these books before I slide. This demo. Discovery Dictionary of Word Origins. Sex and Race. Hope y'all got something from this beam out, fam. Real life. The Jews of Africa. Yeah. The Jews of Africa. No liberty for license. Get that. Then you talking about this here. You need some pictures. You can teach yourself, teach your children with you. That there. You know what I'm saying? All y'all light workers out there, keep beaming. Nature knows no color line. All y'all light workers out there, keep beaming. Spread the light. Caste. Keep beaming, G. Keep beaming, fam. Yeah. It's the rise of the Moors, fam. Join riseofthemoors.org. You wanna start something? Kick it off. Kick it off. Kick it off. Casablanca. We been here. House of the Moors. We been here. We been here. Sam, we been here, fam. Don't be left speechless outside. Get involved. Kick it off. Don't let nobody control your mind no more. It's over with for that. It's our time now. It's our time now. It's our time now. Yes, sir. Peace and love, Moors. Hey, all y'all Moors out there, everywhere you at. Much love. Keep beaming. Teach them children. Teach them babies. What's on your wall? Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Peace, Moors.